Hi flames, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about current events. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to be sharing some of my data from the ancestral planes as well as that of others. Now here we go. Roughly 6 months ago, I saw myself on this school bus along with 6 other females. I got off the school bus and entered into this gymnasium where it was filled with roughly 5,000 people. Roughly, I couldn't count all those people, so roughly 5,000 people. Some of them I knew, some of them have already transitioned on. One of them was my uncle, one was my classmate, another was my classmate who hasn't transitioned as of yet, and another one was this actor named Henry. I think his name was Henry. Henry Lennox. He was there assisting the other chaperones. Okay, he was already fully dressed and ready to go home to his respective planetary home. Okay. Also, about a month ago, I saw about 2,000 people, 2,000 to 3,000 people. And we were all there going into the office of the Great Mother, the creator of the soul children. Okay. Everybody doesn't have the same creator. The Great Mother created her children. Her children turned around and created other people. Hence the reason for our fall. Okay. So that's another video, right? So, but at any rate, it was about 2,000 to 3,000 people going into the office. She was calling us in one by one. And you know how we do. I was sitting around looking like, why? You sent the ancient ancestors to get me, because I was driving along the path and they came to get me. And I was like, what are you doing? It was like, you come with us. And so I was sitting there watching her pull people in one by one, letting them know their grades on their test here, lessons on their lessons here. And she came out of her office to get another one of her souls / students. And she started talking to these men that were standing there because they were asking her questions. They asked her, where are they going? She said, where everyone is going to their respective places. And she said that when we fail a test, we produce a weakness in her and she has to pull us out. So I said that to say this: some of us are being pulled out because we are not doing what we're supposed to do. What are we doing? We're parlaying in this illusion, in this dream, not aware of the dangers lurking and living inside of us. These are reptilian beings, or for religion's sake, or the sake of religion, demons. We're being possessed by these demons, and we're just sleeping and snoozing like nothing is going on, like the day is great. Okay. And so everybody was there in their actual form, in their actual nature, and their actual looks. Okay. However, they faded away, so I was able to see a few people that I know. Okay. Flames, this is you. It's a carbon copy of you. Okay. It's a carbon copy with slight variations. Like, for instance, of course, we're very tall because we are the giants, so we're extremely tall. But I'm red bone here, I'm red bone there. I have hazel green eyes here, but I have gray eyes there. Okay, you see the variations, and we're ancient, so my hair is platinum, or in layman's terms, they say gray, and I wear the bob. My tribe wear the bobs. Okay, so I said all that to say this: do not get all bent out of shape, flames, when your so-called loved ones, when your earthly loved ones transition. I just shared with you how we're being moved. Some of us are being removed because, again, we're not on our job. Okay, we're not on our post. We're supposed to be coming into who we are and divorcing and forsaking this illusion. Okay, some of us have came into who we are. We have assisted others to come into who they are. Okay, and now we are being released from prison because our works have been complete. Once your works are have been completed, you are released from prison and you can return home. Study the physical system, prison system here. They released from their works. They've finished their time, completed their time, and now they're being released to their family to go home, okay? Likewise. Remember, everything here is just a backdrop. It's just a reflection, okay, of what goes on in that lower dimension of the ancestral plane. We're in prison in the ancestral plane. We're just in the lowest dimension, okay? The lowest frequency, the lowest vibration. We've been in prison for over billions of years, okay? We've been reincarnated. This time you may have been a sheep. The next time you may have been a lizard body or so-called human body. This time you may be a reptilian, so on and so forth. Listen, study this program or this new thing they got going on called the human sleeve, where they can take your consciousness and put it inside of another vessel, where all that is just a reflection of our process all along. We are just consciousness, which is the hydrogen of water or the condensation of water, okay? And we've been transferred to vessel to vessel to vessel. Remember, we are water. Water takes form of whatever vessel it chooses to reside in, okay? So again, I just wanted to make this video to encourage you souls to wake up, okay? We are being watched all day long. Those ancestors, those ancient ancestors, or if you still say angels, that's fine. They're sitting out there on cloud level. They're always out there on cloud level. Why? Because they are the condensation of water. That is our celestial, pure breath of life body, okay? And their duty is to, they grade us. They're watchers. Remember, we were watchers. We just fell. Why did we fall? I'm going to make a video about that next, okay? Any rate, this video is about death. We're about to be removed. I'm going to be removed. I share that with you, but my works have been completed. Many of you are going to be removed because your works are incomplete. You're not waking up to who you are. We're supposed to come into who we are. A lot of those so-called celebrities were the ones with souls. I had a sister call and share with me her visitations with the ancient ones, and they were showing her and telling her the ones that's going to be pulled off. They're going to come down. Okay, it's time for them to come out of this false entertainment anyway. Okay, I didn't know some of these people had souls, but I'm not going to break them down right now, but you'll see them. Some of them are going to be pulled down from their position because they're being blocked, if you will. They're being blocked and prevented from coming into who they are. Okay, why is this important? We want to know those around us because you have two types of beings here, and the third one is a clone. That's going to be in my next video as well, okay? So this video is to warn you that chaos is coming. There's going to be food shortage. There's going to be death, plagues, okay? So on and so forth, okay? These things, these warnings have been given to us already in these metaphysical books. All right. We've been seeing them already take place in the ancestral plane while we're in prison. We've seen them take place. Remember, we have a chamber. That's going to be another video too. We have 4 chambers in our brain. Supposedly we have 4 in our heart. We'll go run with that. In one of those chambers, we are hallucinating. And everything that's going on is like it's recording. And we're still watchmen, okay? Everything that's recorded in the realm where the souls reside, the fallen souls reside in that prison, is being projected outside of them. And they're calling this the world. Your politicians know that this is not the world. They know that it doesn't exist. They know that. That's why the philosophers have already shared with you that his story is a lie. It doesn't exist, okay? Again, in summary, death is coming. Death is coming. And I just shared why. Death upon death upon death upon death. I was sitting there watching the news on my phone in Chicago. And the brother lost his son. He was a postal worker at Chicago, and he was an inspiring actor. And he got shot. And I was like, And I was fussing. I was like, why are you not at home? Da 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 da. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The moment I sat down, it came to me. You just saw and now bear witness to many of your fellow brothers and sisters, fallen souls, will be removed from the matrix, from the classroom, okay? Do you see how everything that we are seeing in the ancestral planes are already manifesting and unfolding here? This brother got pulled out. He was violently murdered, okay? That's okay. What we put out last cycle, we're going to get this cycle. I don't care if my head get chopped off. At the end of the day, that too is an illusion. What I care about is that my works have been completed, my prison sentence is over, and I did come into who I am. I am one of the fallen celestial beings, okay? All right, flames, that about does it for this video. I just wanted to warn you that death is coming. We vibrate high enough to know that it's just a transference of energies, but for many people, they do not know anything other than death. Okay, so when they watch this video, they're gonna know that they were warned death is coming, chaos is coming, shortage is coming, like is coming, inflation is coming. Honey, you ain't even seen what's to come. If you vibrate high enough and if you're pure enough, you're cleansed and purged enough, you're gonna see everything to the end. I've already seen everything that will happen until the end. Why? Because it happens in the ancestral planes first, where we reside in prison, and then is what projected or so-called manifested outside in the surface part. This is called surface. Study the surface area. We're called surface dwellers too, okay? Study and observe the movie Aquaman. It has a lot of your truth in there. Study and observe the movie Bliss on Prime. It has a lot of truth in there. All right, flames, we're gonna sum up this video. I've given you a couple of movies to observe. Why are we observing these? Because we are ancient cosmic scientists, and that's the duty of a scientist is to study and observe nature. Okay, so I've given you some information about what's to come. Okay, there will be high levels of death, a lot of death occurring. Okay, but do not be alarmed. All of these things will take place, but do not be alarmed. When you are only fearing, we are only fearing because we are incomplete. All of our works and duties have not been completed. And therefore we are fearing because we know that we're going to be in some serious trouble. Okay. All right, flames, that about does it for this video. Until next time, get in, stay lit.